Imagine a world covered in ice, mountains buried in snow, oceans frozen over, and gigantic beasts roaming the land like something out of a fantasy novel. But this wasn't fantasy. This was Earth just 20,000 years ago, during the last ice age. Welcome to the nature. Today we re-traveling back to one of the most brutal and fascinating times in history, the Ice Age. We'll explore how animals survived, how humans hunted, and the chilling facts that still blow scientists' minds. Let's start with the basics. What was the Ice Age? The most recent Ice Age, known as the Pleistocene epoch, began around 2.6 million years ago and ended just 11,700 years ago. During this time, massive ice sheets spread over North America, Europe, and Asia. Temperatures were 10 to 20 degrees colder than today. It wasn't always snowing, but when it didn't, stayed for centuries. And yet life went on. Let's meet some of the superstars of the Ice Age. First up, the woolly mammoth. Standing 13 feet tall with 15-foot-long curved tusks, this massive relative of today's elephant was perfectly built for the cold. Its thick fur, fatty skin, and small ears helped it retain heat. They lived in herds, just like elephants today, and roamed the frozen plains from Siberia to North America. Next, the saber-toothed cat, also called Smilodon. With 7-inch-long fangs and a muscular build, it was a predator like no other. But it didn't chase prey like a cheetah. It was an ambush hunter, leaping from cover to strike mammoths, bison, or even giant sloths. Then there was the woolly rhinoceros, the giant ground sloth, the short-faced bear, and perhaps the strangest of them all, the Irish elk, with antlers that stretched up to 12 feet wide. So how did these animals survive in such brutal conditions? Survival in the Ice Age meant adaptation or extinction. Animals grew thick fur, fat layers, and smaller limbs to conserve heat. This is called Allen's rule in biology. Many species migrated seasonally to find food and escape the worst of winter. Some even hibernated. Food was scarce, so Ice Age animals developed specialized diets. Mammoths grazed on frozen grasses and shrubs. Saber-toothed cats hunted in packs. Giant sloths used their claws to rip bark and leaves from trees. It was all about using what the frozen earth had to offer. Now let's talk about one of the most dangerous species of the Ice Age, humans. Early humans didn't just survive the Ice Age, they dominated it. With stone, tools, fire, and cooperation, they hunted animals far larger and stronger than themselves. Woolly mammoths were hunted using spears, traps, and group strategies. In some areas, humans would chase them into pits or off cliffs, then finish the kill. These hunts were dangerous, but the reward? A single mammoth could feed a tribe for weeks, provide hides for shelter and clothing, and even bones for tools. But hunting wasn't the only key. Humans adapted clothing made from animal skins, built shelters from mammoth bones and fur, and used fire to keep warm in sub-zero nights. The invention of the needle, used to sew tailored clothing, may have been one of the most important survival tools of all. Here's a wild fact. Some animals from the Ice Age still walk the earth today. Yes, musk oxen, reindeer, and even the Arctic fox have changed very little. And of course, humans were Ice Age survivors too. But not every creature made it out. Around 10,000 years ago, many of the Ice Age giants went extinct. Mammoths, saber-toothed cats, giant sloths, they all disappeared. Scientists believe a combination of factors caused the extinction: rapid climate warming, habitat loss, and overhunting by humans. As the glaciers melted, forests replaced grasslands, and animals that relied on open tundra had nowhere to go. Some of the best-preserved Ice Age animals have been found frozen in the Siberian permafrost, complete with skin, fur, and even blood. In 2013, scientists discovered a 40,000-year-old mammoth so well preserved, it still had liquid blood in its veins. These discoveries offer us a glimpse into the past and fuel modern debates about extinction. Yes, there are scientists trying to bring the woolly mammoth back using genetic engineering. Jurassic Park? Anyone? The Ice Age wasn't just a time of cold and death. It was an age of giants, of survival, of innovation. And its echoes are still with us today, in our genes, our tools, and our curiosity about the creatures we once hunted and feared. So next time you see snow falling, just remember, You're walking in the footsteps of mammoths. Thanks for watching the nature. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, hit that like button, subscribe for more wild stories from Earth's deep past, and tell us, which Ice Age animal would you want to see alive today?